Hi, y'all. This is just a quick response for this week 6. Anyways, I really do want to thank you for being honest and transparent in your self assessments. Perhaps you've noticed, and let me divert here for a second. I've said this in a lot of different ways to a lot of different posts. So I really want to encourage you to read posts of the other cohorts. So I know that that's outside and you're not going to be writing in those cohorts, but you can see a lot of the responses your course mates have made to one another in those other cohorts, and then also responses I've made in other cohorts. Anyways, just to say how much I do appreciate your honesty and your transparency, and to see this really as an exercise to make you ask questions of yourself, to explore yourself, where you are and where you're at. I think I've said that John Maxwell, one of his laws of leadership, is the law of the lid. And he says that he cannot, that you, none of us, can take anyone further in leadership than we ourselves already are. So if we want to help inspire and prepare and nurture leaders that are, a 7, an 8, a 9, or a 10, say 8, 9, 10, then we ourselves have to be an 8, or at least have enough within us that we are able to feel good about referring them to someone we know to be an 8. And the way that we become an 8, a 9, a 10 is by finding people that can mentor us. I'm really grateful too, and yeah, grateful for so many of you who are saying, wow, I really need to get a mentor. I really do need to get a spiritual director. And for those who said, I have a mentor, I have a spiritual director, yay, good for you. You're on the right path. All of you are, both the desire and for those who have those in places. For those of you who recognize that need, who are desiring that need, put it on the calendar. When are you going to first seek out, think about who that person might be, and when are you going to ask them to step out and ask that person, whoever that may be. Um, Also, want to say that these tools that I've shared this week aren't they're good for doing self-assessment. We need to look at those over and over again from time to time, but not all of us are called to be apostles. Apostleship, as you've probably seen on those lists, are ones who go out and plant churches, who plant new communities of faith. Very few of us are called to that ministry, and it is not taken lightly. That's why there's the need for assessment. That's why there's the need of prayer. That's why there's the need to have deep, deep discussion to really be prepared while going into that. We have seen far too many people burn out, drop out of ministry, lose their marriages over starting a church. So, or well, while starting a church. And while assessments can't always catch or guarantee anything, of course, it at least prepares you better and gives you a sense of what you're up against, and that when you find those real walls, are those barriers, those pieces that jeopardize you and your health and your relationships, that then there's something that will trigger and say, oh yeah, that was mentioned to me, I need to pay attention to that. So again, these tools are to work with people who are considering or who are ready, well, anybody really. They're to be used with pre-Christians to get a sense of where they are, what you need to do next. Christians, what how you can guide them in what to do next. So they're really great, like I say, tools. I keep saying that that will help you move people along that spiritual line, that will keep people growing, and will and while you're doing that with people, will continue to challenge you in your growth. I think that's all I've got for you this week. If you can think of more, let me know. As always, ask questions. You've been doing that, and I'll keep checking back. And oh my goodness, we've got 2 more weeks. One more deep week next week, but you are ready for it. And then our final week, where we're really going to be looking at what final questions do you have, what more do you need to know, and we'll try to address to fulfill all of that, answer questions. This coming week too, I'll be saying more about your final paper, your final assignment, and we'll likely have a vid lecture. I don't know, teaching something about that specifically. All right, it is time to come to a close, and I will look for you on the forums. Bye bye.